What's up, guys? Cliff and Chandra here from Not Gospel Studios. We just watched the trailer for The Woman King 2.
What?
And was it The Woman King 2?
Are you going to hate on this? I loved this trailer.
We just watched the trailer for Wakanda Forever. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay. So
Your
we
turn.
haven't talked about it. We've
No.
only watched it.
0. Yes. Go first.
Okay. I have to preface all this by saying I never watched the original Wakanda thingy.
Which makes everything you say invalid. Go on.
But I loved this trailer. Did you hate it?
Go on. Well, tell me what you loved about it.
Okay. There was mermaids. When that man sunk down in the ocean in the big shark's mouth, I really enjoyed that, and it got me excited. So, but I wanted to know, is he an evil person who's coming to take over Wakanda?
That part I'm unsure. I don't know how Kukulkan fits into
That's his name?
MCU's lore.
Well, do you think Aquaman's going to come save the day?
Kukulkan is a Mayan, I believe the Mayan god of, or it's either Hindu or Mayan, god, winged serpent god of thunder and lightning or wind or something. There's all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So I'm not sure how he fits into the MCU.
Well, do you think Aquaman's going to make an appearance?
No, that's the wrong CU. That's the DC universe. Aquaman.
No.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Like I said before, all opinions.
Like, are you sure?
Yes, 100%.
So Aquaman can't be there?
Aquaman cannot be there unless they're trying some crazy crossover, unless they're that desperate.
Well,
He's also the wrong sex for this movie.
why?
Because, okay, so
You don't have to be a woman.
in that movie, apparently.
So, okay, the original guy who played the Black Panther, he died, didn't
Yes,
he?
he died. Yes. And they were
So-
wondering, that's what the controversy is about this movie, is they were wondering where they go next with this. And after race swapping The Little Mermaid, and they've been trying to race swap 007 with Idris Elba, I was kind of thinking maybe they'd race swap the Black Panther and the new Black Panther'd be a white dude.
So at the end of
Or an Asian guy.
at the end of the trailer, there was a panther thing there. Was that a female one?
Yes.
Oh, who's that? Is it Wakanda?
Who cares?
Okay, is Wakanda a place?
No, Wakanda's not a real place. Wakanda is okay. I was joking about the who cares. I'm pretty sure that's his sister. That's the original Black Panther's sister. There's others.
It makes me want to watch the first movie, which before I didn't care.
There is nuance. The first Black Panther was really good. I wasn't one of these people that was all like, oh, it's all about colonialism. Yes, they definitely played the race card a lot through the movie, but I gave it a pass because the movie was so good. It was well done. But the best part about that movie, in my opinion, was Killmonger. Michael B. Jordan, who played Killmonger, did a fantastic job. Like, a lot of people were hoping that
What's a Killmonger?
Killmonger was
he the bad guy?
The bad guy, yes.
Oh.
Michael B. Jordan was the bad guy, and he did a fantastic job.
Maybe I missed out on not watching it.
You did. That movie, in my opinion, was really solid, a really
I'll
good
go back.
movie. I enjoyed it. And the reason why I have even more opinions about this trailer than you, and possibly opinions that you may be like, whatever, is because I know some of the nuance that I saw in the trailer because I've been following the series so much, or the franchise. So I'll dive into some of that. To me, this was The Woman King 2. It's, again, another group of female warriors, no guy heroes. Black Panther's replacement, female. Mm-hmm. And that made sense because his sister, I think Siri is her name, was going to replace him. It's a natural replacement. But we saw Ironheart in this movie as well.
Who's that?
The black female replacement for Iron Man.
Okay.
For Tony Stark, RDJ.
Okay, see, I was thinking, where's Iron Man?
Oh, he's dead.
Well, I know that, but that guy came down and he looked like he was using technology.
That wasn't a guy.
Oh, that was a
shooting out of the
girl?
water, and she's like, "Whoa, yeah, that's Ironheart." Yeah, the female. They've gender and race swapped Iron Man now. To be fair, Ironheart is one of the directions of the Iron Man character in the comics. A replacement for him. That's one of the side characters.
Hold on a second. In the comics, Iron Man died also?
I'm not. No, I don't. He didn't die.
Okay.
But there are other Iron Man type characters, and
Gotcha.
that is one of them. The character Ironheart. And they already had a very solid replacement for Iron Man kind of in the works.
Oh.
Either Gwyneth Paltrow did the Iron Protector in the last Endgame, so she could have been the female Iron Man. Or you had the guy, everyone thought the kid that he in Iron Man 3 that he was at Tony Stark's funeral. That kid was at Tony Stark's funeral, the one that was with him through the entire Iron Man 3, who was the little engineer mechanic who was making all those things in his barn. They're like, there's another replacement for Iron Man. But they chose to go just totally Ironheart, which again, this movie, these characters are now better because they're browner and they have vaginas. Where Woman King went wrong is they tried to tell this story and tried to say it was based on history, and people ripped them. Even people of color ripped them and said, you're revisionist history. So they're like, okay, we'll do it again, but it's Wakanda, it's complete fantasy, we can do whatever we want. That's what it felt like.
Okay. Based on my limited knowledge of these fantasy universes.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman is the Batman universe, right?
Yes.
Did Wonder Woman come from a whole female world?
Yes.
Well, maybe this is the universe.
Yeah.
They're trying to copy him, basically.
I'll tell you what
they're like, that worked out well for Wonder Woman.
Kevin Feige and them said that their goal is to, again, it's kind of what we talked about we've had a discussion about men and women and like whether or not when you have percentages, we're going to get X amount of quota, like that shouldn't be it. It should be just the best quality stories, tell them, and that's it.
Yeah.
He's went on record for saying the MCU's goal is to have at least 50% of all of their superheroes be female.
That's so silly.
Yes, and that's why some people have been calling it the MCU. They've been labeling it the MCU because the future.
It's Disney. They're
female.
killing everything.
Yes, it felt like if Woman King and Disney's little live action Little Mermaid just melded together.
That's because you're racist.
It really did. On top of that, the bad guy is the only, like, the main guy is a bad guy, evil bad guy.
Well, he wasn't white.
You're racist. See, the bad guy's not white, Cliff, then we're safe.
Okay, here's what I want to know.
All right.
Marvel Universe doesn't have Aquaman.
No, unless they make a new character. I'm sorry.
But why?
That handsome hunk that you love so dear is not going to be in there. I know.
No, why did I think that? Because I loved all the characters in the Marvel
people. As soon as they got to the underwater part, you were like, ooh.
What I'm saying is all these Marvel characters are so amazing that I just thought Aquaman was in with them because he's amazing.
Because he's fantastic.
I should have known it was
a hoax. Fake news.
No, all the Batman crap and the Superman crap lately has been kind of crappy.
Yes.
But Aquaman was excellent, so I just assumed it was Marvel.
Here's the deal. In terms of grading this trailer on the theme park rides that these movies are, if I didn't know all the nuance of like what's been going on with Marvel, and I didn't know any of the characters prior and saw this, I would still, if you showed me this and you showed me The Woman King, I would be like, man, those two movies are so similar. Just one's in Fantasyland and the other one's like in Africa. This is an imaginary land in Africa, and this one is in Africa. The same movie, kind of. But I would say it looks really impressive. Just like I thought about Multiverse of Madness. Like, I can't wait to see it. It's going to be interesting. But the fact that they're race and gender swapping all of the heroes in this movie, and you know it's deliberate because what if Kevin Feige has said, it's kind of like, bro, like, if you want to alienate the audience, if you want to alienate who traditionally watches like who reads comics and kept the comic book industry alive for years, like basically, no offense, like typically young white dudes in the golden age of comics, they're the ones who bought comics.
I hate how liberal people say things are problematic, but I find that problematic. That you're manipulating whole industries based on superficial things. Yeah,
I don't like taking an established product and deliberately choosing not to honor or respect or even care about the opinions or the views of the people who gave the product a voice to begin with.
Yeah.
It's like I don't care what men in their 30s and 40s or white dudes, particularly, that's what they say every time. I don't care what a white dude thinks about this.
That's awful.
Yeah, it's like, I don't care what white dudes in their 30s and 40s think about X, Y, and Z. It's like, well, if you're using a product that white dudes in their 30s and 40s, and not just white dudes, but the majority of them, if you're using a product that they sustained for 20 years, all the way growing up, like, give me the comic every day at the comic store, you should care about what they think.
Yeah, you shouldn't alienate your audience.
Yeah, and their thought is, we bought it, we can do what we want with it. And it's annoying.
That is annoying. Well, see, and with the Little Mermaid thing, I'm also annoyed that they're taking a character who's established and just race swapping.
Yeah.
But I was extremely excited to see the Wakanda mermaids. It's a whole new thing.
Yes.
I don't care if there's black mermaids. Go for it.
I was excited about the Kukulkan element and adding and developing this new bad guy in this thing. I thought that was cool and exciting and neat. I just don't like this narrative that you can't have any competent male heroes in there, or the heroes you had, all of their replacements have to be female.
Yeah.
Because what I know about the franchise makes me feel like, well, females better. Let's replace them with females. Like I've said before, always, I've got 3 little boys. I'm going to watch the movies that I feel like don't shame them for being what they are and encourage them to be like heroes if they want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so what did you think about the trailer? Did the social stuff make you not excited to see it?
Yes. I will say visually and action, it looks like the acting's going to be great because those are some good actors in that Wakanda movie. They were good actors in the series prior. The scenes look good. The CGI looked good in that movie. The sets all look good. It looks like well done. The action's going to be well choreographed and all of that. But I believe from looking at what I've seen in the trailer, the same way I felt like a Woman King, I feel like they're sacrificing story for the agenda. And I feel like if they're portraying that agenda, it's better. All the heroes are better because they're female and X, Y, and Z. It's gonna subtract from it so much. Just watching it, it sucked my interest from watching the movie.
I think the trailer looked awesome and fun, and it made me want to see it. But knowing the social stuff, it makes me feel like I'm not going to seek it out. But if I'm already going to a movie and it's the only thing on, I would watch it.
If you like this clip from the Not Gospel Studios YouTube channel, don't forget to share. Click on one of the other links and videos. You can find them here and here, and subscribe. I think it's down here. Tell your friends about us. Tell them that it's healthy, that it's vegan, and all of those things. Keep being awesome, because that's how God made you.